Yo, what up? What up? What up? This international Michi Lex to join us momentarily. We got a new face for y'all today. We like to introduce y'all to Miss Louise. What up, Miss Louise?
What's going on, everybody? Peace and light.
Bet, man. Look, we here live on the Real Spills podcast. I think my face frozen for whatever reason. I don't know, but it's all good, man. Y'all know what it is, man. We back. I think we on episode number 8, baby. We made it this far. Thank you for y'all support, man. Appreciate it so much. Yo, we gonna keep bringing this thing to y'all. Shout out to Mr. Jamil Perryman, man, on our production. We really appreciate him. Lex is having technical difficulties once again, so y'all get on his ass in them comments about that. Tell him get right, man. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, how y'all doing out there, man? Everybody out there, we back with this thing, baby. Miss Louise, what's going
What's
on?
up?
Introduce
Hey,
yourself. Introduce yourself to
um,
everybody.
what's up, everybody? I'm Miss Louise. From the Columbus County area. I'm just in it for the hip hop. I'm in it for the R&B. I'm in it because I'm a music lover. So let's just let's just chat.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Yo, she with it, y'all. She with the hip hop, man. She with the hip hop spills. She with the R&B spills. She with everything spills. I don't know why the hell I'm froze. Something going on with that. But I do see them pretty white teeth. So yeah, y'all work with your boy until I can get this thing figured out, man.
Okay.
Yo, anyway, man, what we got first, baby? Let's get it going, man. We just gonna jump right into this thing.
With the Goody Mob.
The Goody Mob Soul Food album. That's what's up. One of my favorite albums of all time. The introduction of the Goody Mob. Goody Mob, one of my probably top 5 rap groups of all time. They came from the Dungeon family, actually, and along with Outkast, just a whole bunch of dope artists, man. And Future came from the Dungeon family also too. A lot of people that don't know that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, let's get into it. Miss Louise, what do you remember about that album? What song can you think right off the head that you remember?
Right offhand, as far as that album goes, I guess I'm gonna be honest. I can't really remember off top one of those.
I'm gonna get.
Give
I'm
me,
gonna
give
give you
me, give me
one. Cell. Do you remember Cell Therapy? Who's that
who?
peeking out my window? Pound. Nobody now. Ah,
Nah,
yeah, that was on there. That was actually the lead single, man, for that. And that was a classic song. That song reminds me of my cousin Sharon. He used to sing that fucking song all the time, man. I'm telling you. And it was
mm,
this beautiful song to me, man. That song was ahead of its time because they was talking about the New World Order and all that. But the beats was so hard and so dope. You know what I'm saying? Like you didn't realize they was dropping knowledge through that whole song. Like that was so crazy to me. That
right. There were a
was
lot
a
of
great
artists
album.
that were what I would think were above their time with the lyrics that they came out with, and we were so young, didn't really
Yes,
give it the thought and the energy that it deserved.
yes. I think that was one of the first albums where I kind of studied lyrics. Like I studied that taught me how to be more conscious of what I say because they were very, very conscious artists. They said a lot of things that was going on at the time, far as police, far as everything. You know what I'm saying? And police, the New World Order, all the things that were changing, and they said a lot, when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? So that was a great, great album. You know what? Hold
Right.
on. Hold on. I gotta fix myself. This ain't working.
Right.
Ah, yeah, I'm back. I'm sorry. See, I had to trick y'all for a minute. Y'all like how I did that thing, right? But anyway,
That was
yeah, going back to that.
yes. Don't do it.
I left you on the spot. Hey, that was a test. That was a test for Miss Louise to see what she doing, man. Anyway, hey,
Um,
shout out to Trent. I see you out there, boy. Yeah, but going back to the album, man, I know you remember the song on there also, Soul Food. I know you remember that song. Good old
yes.
fashioned soul food. All right. Everything is for free. Oh yeah, don't make me keep going, man. But that was my jam. I know that was like a great family song. That was just a good feeling song. And I used to play that at Thanksgivings, like, and when I was in Wellington, I used to always play that song. I want to say it was 1996, and I used to always play that song around Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's a dope song. That's a dope song where you can just play with your family and your kids. It's a great song, man. That's one of the albums also to me, Miss Louise, that I can put in and I can just let it play like all the way through. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a great album. And it had a song on it. I want to say it's Black something. It's a You're my sister, lover, and friend. What more? That song right there, that was a great song for our black women out there, man. And that was just an awesome song. That was just an awesome album, and the production was good. The lyrics were fucking top notch. The everything, man, the whole presentation of that album was just so good to me. And that's one album I think everybody should have. If you haven't heard that album, y'all go stream it, go download it, go do whatever, man. That is a dope album. You know what I'm saying? So y'all really go check that out if you haven't heard it, man. It's just dope. It's really dope. And you know, Miss Louise, what you think about CeeLo? CeeLo, I call him CeeLo Goody, but his
See,
name is what they call he's CeeLo Green. What you think about him?
I think he's a great artist. I think everything that he touches is just amazing. It comes out amazing. I like his unique style that he's like no other. Nobody is like him. He's like no one else. But some of his musical mannerism puts me in the mind of Prince.
Yes, yes, he does have that appeal. Like I understand what you're saying about that. Yeah, he does.
He has that Prince appeal. He has that neo soul appeal. He's like a rock star in his own right. Like I'm a great big fan of CeeLo Green and everything that he has done.
Yes, he was ahead of his time too, man. When I heard him on the Goody, when I first heard him on Outkast album, on the Southern Playlistic album. Actually, my bars of the week is gonna come from him tonight. So, yeah, what you about to say?
Who was he? Was he with Goody Mob back in the day? I might sound a little
Yes,
silly
he
right.
was. He was with
Yes,
Goody Mob. That's where he came from. He
that's
came
where
from
he
Goody Mob. See, a lot of
now
people now don't realize before he was singing, CeeLo was a rapper. Like he really can spit bars. Like CeeLo was, man.
fish. Yes, he was. I'm starting to resonate with it. It's coming back to me. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. And look,
Yes,
right there.
back back in the day, he sounded like a preacher to me.
Hmm? Come again, Michi? Oh. So we're having some technical difficulties right now. If you guys could just bear with us, Michion will be right back with us. But in the meantime, we're gonna keep this party going. Um, yeah, like Prince. I would say some of his musical style would be put me in mind of Prince simply because of his creativity, his love for the art, his art of the way that he expressed his art in his music, the way he expressed his music. I keep getting tongue tied. Somebody help me. Whoever makes that comment about him being like Prince is interesting. Yeah, if you ever just listen to some of Prince's old music and pay attention to some of CeeLo Green, late 90s, early 2000s music, you could kind of see
Yes,
some of where he watched Prince and learned from Prince because Prince did come
yes,
before
yeah,
him.
he did. Even the clothing, the way he was dressed, and he was wearing like the super long shirts that looked like skirts and all that. I used to be like, CeeLo, what are you doing, man? But I understood what he was trying to do, but I was so used to CeeLo Goody that when I seen that, I was like, oh my God, what happened to my guy? But I understood what he was trying to do because he won a bunch of Grammys and a lot of good stuff, man, that came with his solo success. But I didn't know, back then, I knew he was going to be a star. It's like, you know how some people, you look at a group, you know they're gonna be a star. And I knew he was the one, like the standout person of the group.
Right,
So I thought that was pretty dope, man. I thought that was dope. I
right.
thought that was so dope. I know most of those guys, well, Big Gipp also, he became a great solo artist by himself too. And and Cujo and Timo didn't really do any solo work, but Cujo's still putting out solo work to this day. Like right now, he got some pretty dope albums too. Y'all go check Cujo Goody. He got a bunch of albums and mixtapes. That's dope, man. And those are my guys, man. I seen so many good stories with them. That's one of the few groups that doing the East and West beef, even though they're not from the East Coast, they were able to go to California and hang out with Tupac and Death Row and all those people. And when people were scared to go over there. If I'm not mistaken, Goody Mob said they were the first people to hear Tupac's Hit 'Em Up. They played Tupac played that for them in the studio, and they were like, when they heard it, they were like, "Oh my God, some shit about to go down." And it's like they knew that at that time. So Goody Mob, man, they're great. I love those guys, man. I love them. Actually,
Mm,
they got a new album out too. It's pretty dope. I forgot the name of it, but it's dope as hell, man. I like it too. I'm always a Goody Mob fan. Dungeon Family. Shout out to the Dungeon Family, Rico Love, and all them. I actually got to meet the Goody Mob, and I got to meet Big Boy Outkast. Funny story about Big Boy. Uh, I was at the concert, and I had this white shirt on, like a polo shirt. Guess what this nigga gonna tell me? The nigga was like, "Oh, bro, just got off work. He got the work shirt on." I was like, "Man, you gotta be kidding me." I thought I was fresh too. Like for real, I really thought I was fresh. And but he signed my shirt, you know what I'm saying? Which is dope. Matter of fact, hold on, watch this. I'm proving my point to you. Hold on 1 second. I'm coming right back. You think I'm lying?
no,
All my fans, all the real Spillz podcast fans, look at this. If you think I'm lying, see this shirt? Let me get in the
what that
camera.
mean?
You see that? That's
What is
Sleepy
that?
Brown on that side. Big Boy from Outkast. Hold on.
Okay.
I can't get right.
The
This is his
audience
shirt.
can see.
Yeah. This is his shirt. See this shirt right here? I had this shirt
Uh,
on with my white New York Yankees fitted, and the nigga told me I had a work shirt on. All right. I thought I was fresh too.
tell me exactly how did you feel at that moment when he said that to you?
Man, I wanted to slap him. I swear to God, my instinct was like to slap this motherfucker, but I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Because he had like a lot of security around. But I laughed it off, man. But I really wanted to say, "You bitch." Yeah, that's a true story, man. Facts, yo. Facts, man. Hey, shout out to everybody who out there checking us out, yo. I can't see all the comments, man, but yeah, it's just about to go down today. I'm feeling good, feeling great. We got Mr. Weiss in this thing. And yes, man. I don't know what the hell Lex at. So if y'all got Lex number, I'm gonna tell it to you. It's 91. No, it ain't. Text him, man. Tell him get back on this show, yo. For real, for real. What we got next? Let's see what we got next.
I think it's
I know y'all.
the beauty. Isn't it Miss Keisha Pullman night?
No, I don't know. Let's pull it up. Let's see what we got, man.
Hold on 1 second. Y'all got me nervous as
Let's
a
see what
whore
we
in
got.
church. So
So a
you
whole
had
in
your hip hop
church.
story? Yeah, it is
No,
about
we
Miss
go.
Keisha
Hey,
Pullman night. Yes, sir.
oh really? Lex, I'm gonna kill you, bro. For sure, for sure. We talking about Rudy? That's not Rudy. No, uh-oh, I know what that is. I know what that is. We going to Outcast. Since we stayed in the Dungeon family, our hip hop spills tonight, this afternoon, this evening, whatever you want to call it. It's none other than Big Boy, Andre Mother 3000,
Right.
Outcast, baby. Let's give Outcast today, man.
Everybody
Yeah,
talk about it.
boy. This is like this is like the ATL finest episode, man. For real, for real. All right, Outcast. The first time you heard Outcast, Miss Louise, where were you at?
I know I had to have been in about the sixth or the seventh grade, going to Central Middle
Bet.
School, living in Sandy Ridge Apartments, and when I can't remember exactly which song I was the first song of Outkast that I heard, but I knew when Outkast played, the hood went wild.
Yes, yes, yes. Outcast, man. When I first heard Outcast, it had to be well, I know it was Southern Playalistic album, but the first song I heard had to be Players Ball. And I heard that and I was just like, what is this? Like, who are these guys? And when they rapped, they spoke to me. I felt like that was me. That's what I was doing at the time, like trying to be like that. Just first starting to smoke my little weed, just first starting to do everything. And I just, hey, you know what? Jamil, shout out to Jamil, because I used to dub that Southern Playalistic tape like once a month. Only because I would dub it from him. He had it. I dub it from him, and it'll pop. Or I'll lose it in somebody's car, and then I'll be like, "Yo, Jamil, before I leave, bro, let me dub the Outcast tape." You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Jamil for keeping me with that Southern Playalistic, man. I love
Right.
that album. That's a classic album. That's an album I still bump to this day. I can play it all the way through. I love it, man. And that Southern Playalistic, I love the video because I remember that's when the butterfly was out. I'm going to get you. Everybody doing the butterfly in the video. Yeah, what y'all
Uh,
know about that butterfly, man? Y'all wasn't doing that butterfly back then. That
but
butterfly, hey, the butterfly was before the Tootsie Roll, if I'm not
okay,
mistaken. If I'm not
the butterfly
mistaken, I think the
before the
butterfly,
Tootsie Roll.
yeah, it was before the Tootsie Roll. So, if I'm lying, somebody,
Absolutely.
if I'm
Now
lying, somebody fact check me on that. I think that
no, ain't
butterfly
nobody
was the
said
one.
you ain't lying. I was one that knew the dances at that point. I knew the dances then. You ain't lying.
Everybody was on
What
that
was that
butterfly.
butterfly
Well, that
sound that
butterfly
said
was
the
a
butterfly? That's let me see that Tootsie Roll. So yeah, the
Tootsie
butterfly was the first
Roll.
one.
The butterfly was just a slower version of the Tootsie Roll. Like the butterfly was kind of
Right.
like slow, and then the Tootsie Roll was a little fast. You know what I'm saying? So I know a lot of y'all out there was doing that Tootsie Roll. I know somebody in this comment right now was doing the Tootsie Roll with a tennis skirt on.
Right. What was
You know what I'm saying?
wait a minute, with the
With a
sport.
tennis skirt
If he
on.
had, if he, yeah,
With the
man.
skirt.
If he,
With this.
with the sport on, because if you trying to sweet little girl, you juicy child,
You
you get your
already
credit, you had to
know.
have on the
Look
sport.
good.
You weren't about to be popular no more. No, you had to have on the sport, baby.
Hey, for real, man. That video is classic, yo. Like I don't know, Atlanta bought a lot of dances though. Like I'm sitting here
They
thinking
did.
about that now, man. But
Right.
I would say that Outcast, that Southern playlist was good. But what I liked about them the most is you watch them transition
Hmm.
to become creative artists and to become something different because every album was different. Like the Equimini album came, not Equimini, I'm sorry. Was it Equimini? They came behind that. Yeah, it was Equimini, I think. And that's the one that had Jazzy Bell on there and all those classic songs, man. But you watch them transform and become something different. Andre 3000, I remember everybody used to thought he was losing his mind. They thought he was crazy or something because he started
Mm-mm.
dressing, he started wearing all this weird stuff. But I kind of, at
Mm-mm.
first, because I was so used to the old Outcast, I didn't like it. But then I was like, hold on, man. I see what he's doing. This is awful, like, show. Like, I'm showing my creative side. Our music is getting different. So let me be
Mm-hmm.
creative along with the music. and I just love their transition, man. When we talk about now, I'm gonna say I think Outkast is the greatest hip hop group of all time. When you sit down and you think about their music, their albums, and everything, I mean, from what Sorry Miss Jackson to Bombs Over Baghdad to y'all
Right.
help me out. What's some good Outkast songs that everybody like? Put some in the comments. Let me see what you
It's
got.
Rosa Parks.
Taking some good Outkast. Yes, Rosa
uh,
Parks. Uh
um,
oh man, they got
Elevators.
so
Is it
many.
called Elevators?
Yeah,
Is it
elevators.
called
That's what I was thinking
Elevators?
about. Yes,
Elevators?
elevators. The song on the Spodiote Dopalicious song where
Oh, my phone died. Geechee got it on his right?
I know everybody loved that song, man. When I went to the concert, when they did that song, they didn't even play the music. They let the audience do the beat to the song the whole time, man. And I thought that was dope. That's one of my greatest concerts I went to. It was a whole Dungeon family. I mean, everybody, even the people that is not as big as Outkast or Goody Mob, like the dude that used to sing the Five Dudes for a Trade, Neckbone, he was there. Cool Breeze, Rico Love, the main producer. Like I really those guys are awesome. Oh, the Young Bloods were there also. And them guys when they did their thing, they came in the crowd and kind of kicked it with me and a couple other people, man. So those guys are fucking awesome. Shout out to the Dungeon family, man. I love y'all dudes, man. And they real brothers. They wasn't coming around with all that security and all was in the crowd just like chilling. So I thought that was dope, man. But yeah, yeah. Okay, here we go again. They leave me on the show again. By myself, Young International Meeting. We're gonna turn this into the International Meeting show after a while, man. Y'all keep leaving me, man. I'm telling you. For fact. Hey, what up? Who in the comments, yo? Let's see what y'all got going on out there. What up, Big Nate Free? What up with you? What up? Y'all ain't never give me no Outcast songs. I ain't see no Outcast songs. Oh, so fresh and so clean. Yeah, okay, all right. That was a jam. I was just singing that today, matter of fact. Big Boy had one of the illest verses on there from the beginning of that song that I've ever heard in my life. And I think that's one of the most underrated verses of any hip hop artist, man, because Big Boy can really, really spit, and people don't give him a lot of credit. They don't throw him in the artist lyrical categories, but Big Boy is super lyrical. They always throw Andre 3000 in there. Why you don't throw Big Boy though? I'm just saying, throw Big Boy in that thing too now. You know what I mean? Hey, shout out to Trent. What up, Trent? I know you out there, baby. Appreciate you tuning in, man. Who else? Who else? Who else in the comments out there? All right, well, all right. Let's move right along then, man. Let's go with it. The R&B spills tonight is none other than T-Bars, Chili, and the awesome late Miss Left Eye. Let's give her a hand, y'all. Let's give all three of them ladies a hand. All three of those ladies, man. Yes, yes, yes. Now, when we talk about super groups, when we talk about game changers, I mean, far as style, far as the music, far as what was going on for everyone our age and different ages. I'm not even just gonna say our age, but TLC are the standard girl group. When you talk about Grammys, when you talk about awards, when you talk about pretty ladies, when you talk about having fun, when you talk about who spoke for the youth at that time, these ladies held it down. They were number one. Uh, I don't. It's so much I can say about these ladies. I could just keep going. And but I would say the first time I heard TLC was "Ain't Too Proud of Bed." When I heard that song, I knew it was a game changer because it was upbeat and the video was colorful. The video was dope. The song was dope. And then you had that was actually the whole era of the safe sex movement. for all of the teenagers at the time, because this is the time when a lot of diseases were coming out, and they were the first kind of young people to kind of speak on that, but did it in a fun way to have, everyone using condoms and, safe sex. And I thought that was dope because you see Left Eye used to wear the condom in her left eye, so I thought that was dope. That was unique. But I remember a lot of parents didn't like the fact that they were promoting safe sex. So we had it rough. Like a lot of us had it rough growing up because uh our parents were strict. They didn't want us talking about sex. Safe sex, no motherfucking sex. Like that's how it was with us back then. But these girls kind of stood for that in a positive light, and but Ain't Too Proud to Beg is one of my favorite songs. What else is on that album? Oh, What About Your Friends? I know every teenage girl in school sung those songs and tried to emulate TLC. That is for real, for real, for real. I remember it's a lot of y'all out there. I remember y'all girls wearing the baggy clothes and all this, and y'all thought y'all was T-Boz, Left Eye, and Chili. I remember that. Yeah, all y'all girls thought y'all was them at one point. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna put y'all on the spot like that. You know what I mean? But I remember those girls set a standard, man, for a lot of things. Like they were trendsetters. I think when you think about trend-setting groups, they were the one because the young females dressed like them. They wanted to act like them. They talked like them, like everything, man. I love these girls, man. And going on further, remember they had one song that stood out to me, probably on the third album, if I'm not mistaken, was Waterfalls. I know that song meant so much, and the song was so deep, man, that it spoke to the young girls in a positive light. Showing that video was one hell of a video, and it showed a lot, showed the young girls, about different scenarios in life that they may go through. And I think that song, I know that song helped some people out, in life in general. And I remember though when they came out with No Scrubs, boy, No Scrubs, that was the first like song that like killed niggas. Like I'm telling you, when they came out with that, it was like, oh my god, yo, like they just bashed dudes, man, like really, really bad, man. It was hard for dudes to come back after that. I know dudes stopped sitting on the passenger side of other other people rides. You know what I'm saying? So when you screw y'all still sitting on the passenger side, boy. That song must have been for y'all, man. For real, for real. Oh my God. Any other TLC songs that y'all put some in the comments, man. Let me see some songs that y'all want to discuss or something right quick. I don't know where my partner's at right now. They leave me up here by myself. I might start freestyling. They don't come back and say, you know what I'm saying? Give me some songs, y'all. What up? Ain't got shit. All right now. So we got no comments out there? Oh, okay. All right. Bet. Red Light Special. Classic song. I forgot all about that song. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. The Red Light Special I think that was the growing up of TLC. Like when these guys started becoming women, that was the transition for them to start doing more grown and sexy music. I want to listen to that song right now, man. That would be a good thing to listen to that song right now. That Red Light Special. Every night. Yeah. That was a good one. That was a good one. Give me another one, man. Give me some TLC. A little bit of TLC love today. Oh, digging on you. What you know about that? Oh, they got the TLC fans. That's why I love that's why I love our fans, man. Digging on you. TLC. On the motherfucking TLC tip, yo. That TLC are like I said, man, those girls are one of a kind, man. They gotta be in the top three female groups of all time, man. I would say them and Destiny's Child, like they're the standards for female groups. I'm saying like those were the girls. So one day, hopefully, on one of these episodes, we'll do a female group countdown, female, and label them and see who's the best group of all time, female wise. I think that'd be pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I see Creek. So Creek, yeah, just keep it on. Hey, who wasn't doing that dance though? What's your little slide joint? Yeah, I forgot about that joint. Yeah, that was my joint, man. I used to do that dance all the time too. I used to dance back in the day. I can't dance no more, but I used to do all that, everything. Even now, if I see some hip hop dances come on, I be trying to. I can't really freak them no more. You know, I love to dance. I can get it. I even be trying like the New York drill dancing. Yeah, I do it. I do it every now and then. I do it like when I'm in the mirror. Ah, that's what's up. Who that coming back over here? Somebody coming back. Miss Louise, what up? Lex Space, where you at, man? Let's get right. Let's get right. We got people out here looking. There we go. Lex, what up,
Can y'all
man?
hear me?
Yeah, I'm about to kill y'all, bro. I've been on here 30 minutes by
Can y'all?
myself. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all?
That's how y'all gonna do me.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, yeah, we can hear you, bro. You on live too, by the
Oh,
way.
that's what's up. My apologies to y'all, the fans and everything. Uh, doing a little bit of moving around today and everything, but yo, I've been watching the show behind the scenes. Y'all doing a great job. You're doing a great job. So I see we're talking about TLC, correct?
Yes, we are, my brother. Yes, we are. TLC. TLC, man. We
Um,
what's your favorite song, TLC?
probably it's a split between Waterfall and Red Light Special.
Ah, you know what? We just had that in the comments. I just talked about waterfalls, but why did you pick those two, bro?
I don't know, like Waterfalls was like it was like real dope, just because of the story of the video, and they were showing like some
Yes,
of the concepts of what was going on and everything. I guess it was like it put you in a little emotional state of what's going on and everything. As for Red
right.
Light Special, yeah, you know what time it is with Red Light Special. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I said
You go to your
that was a transition for them. That was a transition song for them from leaving like the teenage era to the grown folks era. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, absolutely. Like you knew if you had a girlfriend in them days, you knew what it
Yes.
was when she played that song. You know what I'm saying? But
Yes. It's going down.
I just yeah, it's going down. It's going down. Definitely, when it came to Red Light Special, I think there was a lot of growth, like you saying, in them as they transitioned from teenage girls to young women. When you see when they came into the game, of course, as you were saying earlier, you know how they promoted safe sex and you know, especially left eye because she wore the condom on the left eye and
Right.
everything. It was more of a fun type of thing, um,
Right.
especially about sex or whatever. But when you listen to Red Light Special, you start to hear the grown side of them, the woman side, and
Yes.
just all these things that would take place as a young woman, as they're about to make love to their man and everything. Another song
Right.
I think was great was also well, I think you said it. Was it No Scrubs?
Yes. Hey, how did you feel when that
So
dropped, bro? That was like a
so
diss
listen,
record, if you ask me.
we're gonna get into this because I'm not because after we get into it, I'm gonna see anybody out there remember this because I'm gonna put some hip hop on y'all because hip hop we had to
I know where
respond
you're
to.
going with it. I know where
So
you're
you know
going
what I'm
with
saying?
it. 40 Thieves.
After they did that song, Sporty Thieves, after they did that song, it was like, yo, that made all the guys look bad. And it's like, yo,
Yes.
all of us, yo, we got to step our game up. You know what I'm saying? Because every
Yes,
time you turn
bro.
around now, females are calling guys, oh, we don't want no scrub. You a scrub. You a scrub. You a scrub. So what
Yes.
happened was, these rappers, this group by the name of Sporty Thieves was like, nah, we ain't gonna have it like that because some of y'all
We ain't
women
having that.
be fake too. You know what I'm saying? And so they
Yo,
released
I
a
was so happy.
I was
I
happy
was so
too.
happy when
If
they
y'all don't
came
know
back, bro.
the name of the song is the group is called Sporty Thieves. The name of the reply song is called No Pigeons.
No pigeons. Yo, yo,
When y'all have
no
time, look that song up.
pigeons. Yo,
And it
they
was
killed that song,
crazy.
by the way,
And
bro.
it's huh?
They killed that song. Sweaty Thieves killed that song.
They killed it. They killed it. They basically said everything that the guys were trying to say about some of these women
Yes.
out here who made
Yes,
themselves
bro.
so high above what they are and what they're doing, and then have the nerve to call a lot of these guys scrubs and everything. So
They,
I salute Sporty Lee's for doing that. Great diss song,
yes,
reply song
we needed
to a diss
that.
song. You know what I'm saying?
We needed that.
Absolutely.
That was a much needed
We
song,
needed
bro. Like, because we had no reply. So look, we went like a whole
definitely
summer
need.
listening to No Scrubs, bro. Like, god damn, like it took them a long time to like respond. Like, I was like, oh, yo, somebody got to do something about this. But Tiny and
Absolutely.
Candy wrote that song. Tiny Harris and Candy wrote that No Scrubs song
Yeah,
from the
yeah, yeah.
state.
I've read that. That's crazy. Well, we know
Yeah, yeah, they are.
Tiny's both of them they are prolific when it comes to the writing of a lot of great R&B songs from that whole
Yes, they
'90s
are.
era. So it they did their thing pin wise and everything. But
Right,
they should have
right, right.
known some guys were gonna come back. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we needed that, man. Sporty Thieves, where y'all at, man? We need something, man. Where y'all at, man? I love Sporty Thieves. They was dope,
Yeah,
man. And that was like a mixtape song. That song started off as a mixtape song. Remember, it was like
yeah,
it might have been like DJ Tony Touch or somebody, and they had just rapped off the No Scrubs beat. And then when they did it, they was like, "Yo, we got to make this a actual song." You know what I'm saying? I think that's where Sporty
right.
Thieves probably went wrong at because when they after they did that song, they did another song, Cheapskates, which is dope too. You know what I'm saying? But they
Yeah, yeah,
made
yeah,
them
yeah.
do
I
all
remember
their
that.
records like that, like those type of records. And I think they were like really street dudes, and I think eventually that probably fell off. But shout out to Sporty Thieves, man, and TLC. We love you, girls.
So
For sure,
we can't
man.
forget about TLC song. We can't forget about Creep. Creep was a big song as well. You know,
Oh,
they had
I was just doing
everybody.
I was just
So
doing the
why
dance.
Creep? Yeah, 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 yeah.
I was,
They had
I was just doing
everybody
that
Creep.
dance. You cannot play that song. You can't play that song and not do that dance, bro. Like, come on, man.
Absolutely.
Hey, you know what? Shout out to Nene. My
Yeah.
sister. Hey, shout out to my sister Nene, Javonna Bellamy, because she used
What's
to
up,
do that
man?
around
Shout
the
out to
house.
you, Nene.
All right, she used to do that around the house, man. I got you. Word, man. Shout out to Nene,
So,
man. Shout out to
who
Nene.
was your favorite member of TLC?
Left eye. But as I got older, I like chili. You know what I'm saying? So like as time changed. I started liking Tilly, but then I went through my T-Bars era too. Because you remember at one time girls had the short
Yeah,
haircuts, so I was kind of feeling that.
that was
You know
it.
what I mean? Thanks to Halle
Right, right.
Berry. You know what I'm saying? So those short haircuts was kind of working one time, yo. So like when Total came out, I was in love with Keisha. Like you know, what I mean? It was a short haircut. So,
Keisha.
but I don't know. But Left
Right.
Eye, when they first came out, was Left Eye. I like Left Eye.
Yeah, I've always been
What about
partial to
you?
T-Bars myself. T-Bars.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, something about T-Bar too, bro. Like all of them had they different appeals to me. Like I don't
Yeah.
know. They meshed well together, man. They were like three different
Well,
girls,
yeah,
but they was just
absolutely, and I think that's just how wonderful that group was because you know you're looking at a one singer who holds like uh the compression of any song that they do. Talking about T-Bars, you're looking at the
yes,
songstress more like Chili, and then you're
chilly.
looking at
Yeah,
just the artsy and that hardcore and the rap thing
yeah,
inside of Left Eye, and they made it work well for them, man. Like you can't really do that with a
right,
lot of groups in every. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy.
right.
And I think
And it
about because when you think of as far as it goes with um female groups, um we know the story that it's hard to keep some female groups together. Now we can take this all the
together,
way back to
right,
like the Supremes, people like them and the
right,
Shirelles and in those days, and coming up into the our time and everything. Um, those girls stood
right,
the test of time and to become one of the biggest selling girl groups of all time. I think if they're not still, I think maybe Destiny's Child surpassed them. I'm not sure. I gotta check those numbers one day. If
yeah,
y'all know in the comments,
yeah,
is it TLC or Destiny Child with the bigger numbers? Put it in the comments. But yeah, man, they were just super from all these albums that they made to, so many young females were so fan struck with these girls and they wanted to be TLC and it's just crazy,
right,
man. Phenomenal, just phenomenal how they carried
right,
their genre of R&B and how much love that they got from their fans, man. It's crazy. I think Fan Mail was their biggest album to date, I believe.
right, right. Yep, I think so too, man. Fan Mail was a dope album because that was the time when they was having those $1 million videos. Man, like everything was the whole music industry at that time, hip hop and R&B was on top of the world, man. Because we had million
Right,
dollar videos, we had different flavors of music. You had TLC, then you might have had everything was different. Nobody sounded the same. You know what I'm saying? When you got a
right,
TLC record, you got a TLC record. When you got a whoever record, you
right,
got a whoever record, man. And TLC was all over the place. I mean, for movies, when they were House Party 3, they were all over the
right.
place, man. So shout out to them. But we got to shout out Dallas Austin because Dallas Austin
Yeah,
was their producer like for a long
yeah,
time.
he was
And
nasty
that
with them.
man is Yes, he's one of the most underrated producers of all time. That man did so much music, man. Like, you know what I mean? One day we should do a producer episode, man, and talk about
I'm with it.
producers because a lot of dope ones came out, especially Atlanta, from Jermaine Dupri, Dallas Austin, Dark Child, all those guys, man. Come on, man. Yeah, them they really did their thing, and they helped a lot of those groups out and made the sound that we got from them. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, absolutely. Which goes into um some of the other characters surrounding TLC's um career. Because when you get into it, you think about from the success of their album to them not having the financial status to match the numbers that
Yes.
they were doing album wise, you know. And
That's a whole nother story, like behind that type of stuff, man. Everybody was getting jerked back then. Like, and when you think about it,
true,
whoo, everybody got jerked, man. But it is what it
it's
is.
crazy.
Like, hopefully these ladies get compensated for all their hard work that they have put out for the community and for themselves. But we appreciate y'all. So that's what it
No
is.
doubt. Salute to TLC.
Facts. What's popping next, man? What we got? Shout out to everybody out there on the
What we got
line,
next?
man.
What's good? You want to get into some classic bars?
Yes, we can, brother. Yes, we can. You want to go first or what? Who you got, man?
Go ahead and take it.
You want me to take it? All right.
Go ahead and take it.
My classic bars this evening is coming from none other than CeeLo Green, CeeLo Goody, whatever you want to call him. Mine is CeeLo Goody. His verse from Get Up and Get Out from the Outkast album. This is one of my favorite verses of all time. Reason being is at the time, everything he said in that verse was me. When I heard that song and the things when he said he was staying with his aunt and all that, that just hit me home, bro, because that's exactly how I felt, man. So with that being said, uh, GDI Productions, do you want to pull that verse up so the people can see it, or I can just go with it, man? Whatever you want to do. I can't see it, but I'm gonna say it the best I can. All right. He said, I don't recall ever graduating at all. Sometimes I feel I'm just a disappointment in y'all. Every day I just lay around. Then I can't be found. Always ask to give me some. Living life like a bum. Times is rough. My auntie got enough problems of her own. Nigga, you supposed to be grown. I agree. I gotta be the man I'm supposed to be. But negativity is all you seem to ever see. I admit I did some dumb shit and probably gonna do some more. You shouldn't hold that against me though. Why not? My music's all that I got to be manifested. Say this to you, I get high, but I don't get too high. That must have never supposed to be. That must be why you can't get your ass up out the bed before 3. You need to get up, get out, cut that bullshit out. Ain't you sick and tired and having to do it out? Man, what up? What all these questions? You at these so you know something I don't. Do you have any suggestions? Because every job I get is cruel and demeaning. Sick and take trash out and toilet bowl cleaning. But I'm also sick and tired of struggling. I never ever have I thought of resort to drug smuggling. Nah, that ain't what I'm about. You know, I'm continue traveling this route without any doubt or fear. I know the Lord ain't brought me this far so he can drop me off here, and then I make myself clear.
Mm,
Woo! That is one of the illest verses ever.
that is some
I
fire, man.
related to that. What's my, oh my God. Bro, when I say sometimes things happen for a reason, that verse spoke to me in such a strong way that it made me change my whole outlook on life because I was on my way heading the wrong direction. And that's one verse I heard that made me start trying to change myself because I was going through a lot when that verse came out, and that verse spoke to me like no other verse in hip hop ever. That's my bars of the week. CeeLo Goody. Bow.
That's what up. That's what up. Definitely. Shout out to CeeLo. Man, a very talented artist. From Goody Mob. Definitely a unique character. Just you know,
Yeah,
monumental in everything that he does, man. Shout out to Goody Mob, that whole Dungeon family, man. So my classic bars for this episode comes
let's
from
get it.
um, if he's not in somebody's top 5, he's definitely in somebody's top 10. Um, Broad Street Bully, Philly's own, Rockefeller's own, Beanie Siegel. I chose Beanie
Ooh,
Siegel
ooh, ooh,
because
ooh,
I think that,
ooh.
yes, I chose Beanie because I think that a lot of people just forgot how ferocious as a lyricist he is, and at a time in that era when we're talking about there was like a lot of lyrical competition in that era. You had
Yes.
people just like him and Jay Z and Nas and you got
Jada.
the Locks out and Cam, Dipset and soon later Banks and them came in and everything. Just brothers who
Yes.
had, was super lyrical with that pen, nice with that pen game. Beanie definitely one of those who was not afraid in no way to take it to you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
What happened was the Rockefeller breakup was so, I think it was just so messy that it left a lot of bad blood and a lot of things unanswered. To where it kind of brought a disrupt and a tear between him and Jay Z. I think that no
Yeah.
one ever thought that there would be such a divide between The Rock. You know what I'm saying? As strong as The Rock was, it's bringing them hit after hit. To
Right.
see Jay Z and Beanie, go through it, it was just crazy. So I think I was listening to a mixtape, and when I heard this beat, I was like, okay. The next voice I heard was Beanie Siegel, and so
Yeah.
he goes in and he starts talking about Jay. I'm like, wow, he's really going there. This is a diss song. It's a diss song. But in the song itself, somewhere he says that this ain't a diss record. This is a real record.
Yeah.
How it feels to be exposed. Don't you feel naked? You know what I'm saying? And this is the type of lyricist Beanie Siegel is, like with the wordplay, to open people's minds up and start to see something to know that it's some emotion behind this track that or these verses he's about to spit. So with this song called Average Cat, that's the Jay-Z diss. I particularly I chose the second verse. Why? Because I like the way he opened up at first. There's a song of Jay-Z's album Blueprint 3 called What We Talking About. And in that song, Jay-Z
Yeah.
addresses
Yeah.
a lot of issues that went on with Rockefeller and some of the other people he had beef with or whatever and everything. And he's always been vocal about people who felt like he didn't do enough for them and this, that, and the third. And Jay-Z's reply is always, well, I can't lead you everywhere and I can't do everything for you. At some point you have to be a stand-up dude and do things for yourself and be a man. I can only open some doors for you and do whatever. So in the song What We Talking About, there's a line, I'm paraphrasing right now, there's a line to where he's just like he's comparing himself to Santa Claus and saying that no, y'all can't sit in Santa Claus' lap. You know what I'm saying? And Santa ain't black. So in this record to the second verse of Beanie's Average Cat, he opens up with a response to that and then goes into more with it. So I want y'all to listen as bear with me. He replies to that Santa reference real quick. So he says, I'm a grown ass man. I don't sit on niggas' lap. I ain't looking for no gifts out of Santa Claus sack. Cause Santa ain't real, let alone is black. I catch him coming down my chimney and the Mac will go rat.
Right.
You scared? Get a dog, get a cat. I bet the cat put the tongue on you rat. Niggas will stand their hands, put their hands in their lap. Cause they're scared to face the man in the mirror, Mike Jack. The mere side of beans raise their hands on your back. Niggas talking about compared to Sieg, you whack. Now let me stop there. I gotta break that down. Now he's telling Jay-Z, he said, niggas talking about compared to Sieg, you whack. Now we know that's a line that's coming from Nas's ether diss to him. So he takes that and reminds Jay of that ether, right? So you go, niggas talking about compared to
Yes.
Steve, you whack. Scrap. I know you don't want to talk about that, but since niggas talking, let's talk about that.
Oh,
He's like, I'm from the city where it's long, dark nights here and hard knocks life real. MJ, Annie, are you okay?
Annie, are you
I'm so
okay?
bad. Annie, are you okay? I'm so bad. I'm a smooth criminal. I'm a thriller, holding a snub with a glove that don't glitter, nigga.
Woo! Jesus.
The
Yes.
the the, the amount of Michael Jackson reference in the last few of those bars were just crazy. Just how he was able to, just pull the
You said
reference
he
out
was
and reference
bad.
it in his song.
He was bad. He was
Right,
a
right.
smooth criminal. I'm a thriller. My glove don't glitter.
Holding a snub with
Jesus.
a glove that don't glitter.
Yo.
Yo, this is why Beanie is
Yeah, he
so
went off.
phenomenal, and it's like this is why I say if he's not in your top 5, he definitely has to be in your top 10. As as a lyricist,
Yes.
just everything like to today. His first album was just like crazy and everything, but yeah, those particular bars and the way he addressed it was the reason I chose that for classic bars for this episode. It's crazy,
Hey,
man.
think about this. Have you ever heard Bean spit a whack verse though? Never. I mean, not me
No,
personally.
never. No, not me personally either. No.
Like him and Jada are
Oh,
two artists that I know for sure. They never spit a whack verse. I mean, I've never heard one. Like, you know what I'm saying?
so while we
I
on
love.
topic, I
Did
know
you love
I know
that
this ain't
beef?
part of the show. I was about to get into that. So who do you call the shot to say who won that battle?
I'm biased. I'm biased. I'm biased as hell, bro. Ah, if anybody know me, they know I am a big Jada fan. So I'm gonna say I'm picking Jada. Only reason I'm picking Jada on some real though is because Jada had more diss records than Beans did. Because Jada kept going. Beans kind of chilled out on the lyrics and they went to the street thing. You know what I'm saying? But at first they were going back to back, back to back to back to back. And I had it at a tie. But Jada kept going. Like, you know what I'm saying? He never stopped really dissing until it was squashed. You know what I mean? So that's the only reason I'm gonna say Jada. But I love Jada too. But I
I'm gonna
love
say
Beans too now. Don't
I'm
get
gonna
me wrong.
I'm gonna say Jada too. Even though I love being, I'm gonna say Jada too. I think just because you start to see that once that whole thing was lit, they just kept going, and particularly Jada. And one line that I love, I think it was on the DMX song, where he sent another shot at Beans, and he was like, "You just a worker, but your boss is my man." You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yo, that's what I'm saying. Jada kept going with it, man. Like, and that was crazy. Jada just kept like with the bars. He just kept with the songs, and then like Styles and them started jumping in it. You know what I'm saying? My favorite,
Right.
Jada when Jada said, he said, I stopped eating because I ate too many Beanie Macs. And then he was like, the baby gorilla, he died for free. I'm like, oh my God, like that was a lot. Like Freeway ain't even had nothing to do with it. He just bought him in. I was like, oh my God, it was vicious. That was a great battle, man. Did you like that battle better than Jay-Z and Nas battle?
I can't say that. I think that because Jay and Nas battle was more epic to me. So I gotta show y'all because
Oh, you got the Nas. Oh, word. Word set. Yo,
I gotta represent the
hey,
brand.
that's just like a Queens nigga.
Yes, sir.
Represent. I like it, yo. I like
Sir.
it. I like it. I like it, yo. That was awesome, man. Oh my God. All right, what's going on? What's next? Shout out to Miss Giovanna Bellamy. I seen you, girl. I love you. Mm-mm.
I don't sit down and write rhymes every day, but people want to shine. Cause it's the sound of the drum that makes you come. It's the sound of the drum that makes you come. So come on, party people, let's all get action.
Uh-oh, it's that time of the show, everybody. I know y'all know what this is. Every time I see the intro, I just want to break dance too, by the way. But you know what, man? It's Michigan Hip Hop Stories. Here we go. I thought of this story the other day. I was actually on the way to work, and BBD came on the radio. So when BBD came on, I thought of something that happened to me when I first heard that first BBD album. Uh, the year was, I want to say it was 1990, 91. We were living in Wellington's apartments. Me and my mother, we stayed at the front on 22, right there by the office building. If anybody know where that's at, the office building had like this island thing around it, and where all the water used to drain down. And right at the office building, there was a hill where it was going upwards. So the parking lot went upwards at this time. My mother had a friend at the time. I ain't gonna say his name, but he had a Cutlass. He had like an '83 Cutlass. I'm talking about with the T-top in that joint. It was blue. And this is where my obsession with speakers in my car I got from him, because he had like two 12s in there, like the super amp. The radio was always loud. So every day when he came over, he would let me sit in his car and play the music loud. So I was like, I used to sit in there every day, imagine, and be like, yeah, one day I'm gonna have my car like this. I'm gonna have my speakers, my music gonna be loud. I'm gonna be just like this. So he had the BBD tape. I found the BBD tape. I put it in. I was listening to "Do Me Baby." I was playing that, right. 10 years old. I had it. I had it like super loud, man. I mean, like ears ringing and everything. I didn't know that I hit the gear stick on the car. I hit the gear stick on the car, and the car took off and was going backwards. I had no idea the car was really even moving because I'm messing with the radio. Before you know it, the car has ran back all the way down and hit the side of the island. Boom! That's all you heard, man. All I remember is my mom coming outside and seeing me in that car. And you talking about somebody got their ass whooped. Bro, I got my ass whooped. And the car was not even on. The car just back slammed up. I done fucking muffle off the car and everything, bro. Listening to BBD. So that's another thing, man. I don't know why my hip hop stories be so crazy, but I just remember listening to BBD, listening to Do Me Baby, and that became my obsession with 12-inch speakers in my cars. There you go, Michigan Hip Hop Story, 1991, baby. Facts,
Crazy,
man.
crazy. Hip hop, man.
Yeah, boy. I love me some BBD. I still love BBD to this day, too, bro. Like, yeah, I love that BBD album, man. Like, I don't know. Those guys are awesome, too, man. New Jack Swing.
Mentally,
What we call him, New Jack Swing?
and
Yeah, that's a New
what
Jack Swing era,
their
too,
style?
right? Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
cause
What we
that
call that
was
New
that
Jack Swing?
whole that's that whole Teddy Riley movement and this type of thing back then.
Yeah, yeah. Hip Hop's moved out on that R&B tip. Oh, I should
Yeah,
think I was them,
yeah.
too. I should try to dance like that. Word, man.
They was they
What's
was
up, y'all?
smooth.
How you?
I, what
Hey,
I what I, what I like about BBD was the fact that they took it from that R&B regular look
yes,
and they carried over into hip hop. They brought that hip hop essence to
yes,
their music and their look and the style and everything. You know what I'm saying? And they made it
yes,
just a whole they pull out a whole nother audience inside of an audience which got bigger after that and everything. And that's what, I truly love about BBD. I've been in some
yes.
conversations to where people say they enjoyed Bell Biv DeVoe more than New Edition. And I was like, wow,
I can't front.
that's
I
crazy.
did. I
Oh,
did too. I like
you know what I'm saying?
BBD more than I like New Edition. For real, I don't know why.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
just I don't know. Like I guess it was the changing of the guard. You know what I'm saying? Because like you just said, when
Right.
they came out with like the hip hop appeal and but the R&B thing. I think it made it cool for thugs to like R&B music. If you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
That's what I think. You know. And so, but think about this though. Before Jodeci, before H-Town, before all those guys, BBD did it first. If you think about it,
That's true. Well,
you know what I'm
so while we
saying with the
speaking,
look.
we gotta think about that whole bad boy R&B thing again, which brings us back to they know they had to do some work
Yes,
because they know Bobby Brown was a force out there.
yes,
You know what I'm saying?
yes. So
Bobby
they had
wasn't
to
playing
do
no
something
games.
way extra. Yeah, they had to do
Right.
something way extra, and it worked though. You know what I'm saying? Because the R&B music was changing too at the time. The whole R&B sound was going to more that New Jack sound. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
remember you had like the super soul singers like Christopher Williams. Those dudes could really
Yes.
sing, but they had the New Jack
Right.
sound behind them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
and
Right.
I
Right.
love Mr. Christopher Williams, bro. But they had that New Jack sound, so they changed the whole R&B, the sound of the music. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the stuff
Absolutely.
the R&B we hear now, that's all a part of BBD. Like that comes from BBD. The hip hop beats with the singing, that's all BBD. We gotta say BBD did that first. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to them, baby. Shout out to them for sure.
Shout out to BBD. You know what I'm saying?
See, like,
So, going into it now, I guess we move into our Spillz Beauty of the week. And this one is none
uh-oh.
other than the beautiful, talented, sexy, elegant, lady, gorgeous,
Yes,
Keisha,
yes,
Knight. Ooh, yeah.
yes, yes.
Y'all know her as
She's
Rudy.
my Rudy. What's up, Rudy? I want to say she's my queen to be. When I see her, that's all I want to say, bro. Yes, Rudy.
yo,
Oh
to see,
man.
yo, let me tell you, this girl was also a crush of mine when I was young. Like I said,
Yes.
back in them days, it was like very few, African American young girls on television and everything. So,
Right.
when you get a glimpse of you, it's like okay, you know, and
Yes.
not only is like a lot of us, we grew up with Keisha Knight for him watching the Cosby Show. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And we it's like we took them steps with her as we all grow. And just to see where she started and where she's gone. And
Right.
it's like, oh, you cannot help but see that this is a very beautiful woman. Um,
Yes.
even to this, what's the show she does? The Tyler Perry show. Is it The
Uh,
Pains?
I forgot it.
I think it's The Pains.
What show
I
is
think
she
it's The
on,
Pains.
y'all? Somebody put it in the comments.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
man. That
man,
girl,
like
she's beautiful.
she's done quite a few movies. Even as a child, there's movies that she did. Um, I think that people, I don't know if people know anything about I don't know, was it Pollyanna, Polly something? I think it was a Disney movie that she did, and it was with well, Felicia Rashad actually played her mother in this movie,
Yes.
or something of that sort, or
Yes.
whatever. And but I think it was like a black version of a white, a Caucasian movie or whatever. But yeah, man, it's like she's very beautiful, and what it is that she was different from the narrative well, coming up with what the TV was saying or classifying what is beautiful. Because
Yes.
television has had this way of saying, well, the only type of African American women that we want to see that are beautiful are
The light
the
skin.
light skinned.
Light skin.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's all we care about or
Right.
whatever. You know, um,
Right.
which is crazy. But as for Keisha being a very very beautiful dark skinned woman, she transcended that, and great. She's a great actress, and just very very beautiful. Which was just so shocking. Like it was just crazy to see. Like I guess some aspect to see that we all known her as Rudy, and then
Yes.
to see her as a grown woman. I think whenever I follow her through that whole Cosby thing, and then after that show went off, I don't think I saw her for a while and everything. I think the next time that
Yes.
I actually really saw her was in the Chingy. I think that was the Chingy video, and
Yes. Every time I got a
I was
good
like,
son. Oh, look, go ahead, my bad.
right, crazy,
Still beautiful.
man.
Still beautiful. Still beautiful, man.
And what mid 40s, I think, close to 50, I believe. Super gorgeous.
Damn, she that old? Jesus. That make us
Up
old,
there,
bro. I didn't think she was that old. Jesus Christ, man.
up there,
Woo,
bro.
we somebody up there, bro. I ain't number 26 on TV, so you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I think
Understand?
she should have
I
been a
just
bigger.
turned 17 last week.
You see what I'm saying? Look, I think she should have been a bigger actress. She should have been a bigger actress though. I think she should have
Yeah,
been
I
in
think
like bigger than what she is.
true.
Like she
I
should have
think
been in like
she took a fell back
Boomerang
on the
and
stage.
yeah, maybe she has some personal things because a lot of those, those childhood actors, something is really dark about that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
she's seeing all that
yeah,
stuff coming. Maybe it was a
yeah.
Bill thing. How do we know? You know what I'm saying? But Bill made a lot of stars. I'm not gonna sit here and try to knock him too bad, but it seems like it was other things going on with a lot of those people that came from the Cosby Show, because a lot of them didn't get a lot of work after that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you think about it, everybody that was on the Cosby Show didn't get a lot of work after that. So I'm thinking maybe he controlled too much and wouldn't let them go out and do other things, especially if it was something that was not family friendly. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking that could have
Well,
been the reason,
you have
but
that
who
case,
knows?
you have that case, you have that case when it came to Lisa Bonet, and
Yes,
sense to where, well, in a sense to where, um, she stepped out and she had became pregnant, and
yes,
you know, he didn't think that that was good for the Cosby Show and everything. So
right,
she
right.
ended up being missed for that portion of the season and everything. And I think typically that's the era to when uh after a different world came into play and
Yeah,
everything, and then
yeah,
you see her no more. You see her for the second season of a different world and everything. And so
right.
then there was this movie she did where I think it was kind of raunchy with what's the guy, I think I can't think of his name right now. But she did this movie and I think she had some sort of crazy sex scene. I think Bill caught wind of it, and it was just a thing to where I guess he stepped in and was like, I can't have that or whatever. So I definitely think he
Right,
tried to
right,
control the narrative of what he wanted um, to go on, and he wanted the people around him to be clean, so to speak. Which is,
right.
I don't know. I guess it'd be very suspicious why you would want that. You know what I'm saying? No blame
Yes,
or nothing or whatever.
yeah.
It is what it is. You know.
So I'm kind of weird about that, man. I'm thinking he was a gatekeeper. Well, he had to be. You know what I'm saying? He was a top gatekeeper back then, bro, because he had some pull. Like if he tell you wasn't gonna be on something, oh, you weren't gonna be on it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was shocked. Like you know what I'm saying? Like maybe like Jada Pinkett. Remember she came on Different World, but she came in like the last season. You know what I'm saying? So not many of them did much. Jasmine Guy, she did a few things here and there. Kadeem Hardison, he did a few things. White Man Can't Jump. Vampire in
Right.
Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? But you can't think of many of those people. Poor what's my man name that was on Cosby Show? Jeffrey working at damn Trader Joe's. What? Come on.
Wow.
What, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, he ain't
Wow.
doing it now. I did see they did give him a job on, I want to say it was on Power. On one of the episodes, I think it was Power. They gave him one little after that Trader Joe's incident.
Yeah, as a
But I
lawyer.
didn't see nothing wrong with the man working there. Yeah, right. So, you know what I mean? But a lot of those people, man, messing with Bill shut everything down, bro. So, shout out to all of them though. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Cause I remember, bro, race couldn't wait to 7 o'clock at night to see the Cosby Show. Every episode.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And then who we got
Facts.
Raven Simone. Raven Simone came from that show too, also. She did things, but
Absolutely.
everything was family friendly. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
yeah, shout out to all of them, man. He made some
Which was
stars,
crazy.
baby.
Which was
And he did
crazy.
give us Rudy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Definitely. So, shout out to Keisha Knight, yo. We love you. We give you those roses. We wish you much more success. Keep being beautiful and being talented as you are.
For sure.
So, moving on to our next segment here. So this is what we're gonna do. We had a segment called "Dress How You Want to Be Addressed." Our co-host, Miss Louise, is not with us at this moment to do the live version of that segment. So what's going to happen is we're not going to do it live. We do have the segment
Pre-recorded.
pre-recorded. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put that show up later on. If y'all want to check it out, come back, hit the link, watch, subscribe. It'll be up. And leave us some thoughts on what y'all think about.
Hey, y'all make sure everybody out there today hit that like button and that subscribe button. If you ain't already did it, please do that. We really need that from y'all tonight. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Keep us going at Real Spillz, baby. What's up, Lex? What we got next, baby?
So what we have next?
Hey, shout out to the Milwaukee Bucks. Shout out to the Milwaukee Bucks. They just beat the Knicks. Okay. Anyway, sorry. I had to do that. I don't like KD.
That's but we're gonna move into some classic reels, and for tonight's classic reels, I think we chose a epic movie. Some would say it's a hood movie, but I say it's a good movie.
Yes.
Definitely, it has some great people in this movie. Even speaking of a few of our one of our hip hop Spillz or R&B Spillz artists who was included. So let me tell you. So the movie we chose is Belly. A great movie with artists DMX, R.I.P., Nas,
Tommy,
Method Man, T-Boz. Just a great movie, man. This movie gave a lot of insight of coming from the streets and getting involved into this drug game and getting caught up and trying to get out and things that can happen and go haywire when you get into that game and everything.
Yes.
Shout out to R.P. Louis Rankin too, who played Ox
Yeah.
and Belly as well. But at that time, um, Belly was that thing for hood movies, especially for East Coast, because the I think the last of great hood movies that we had from the East Coast at that time, going a few years back before I think 98 or 99 when this came out, was New Jack City and
Yes.
New Jersey Drive was like the most popular
Yes.
East Coast ones to watch and everything. This one, um, Belly took it to another level. You had more of the hip hop essence. You had more of a great storyline, an art look and feel to it. Shout out to Hype. I think it was Hype Williams who
Yeah. Hype Williams. Yep.
who did this one. Hype Williams, and
Yep.
it was just great. So the plot, so the movie surrounds two of everyone's favorite artists, hip hop artists. Nas, as y'all see, I was wearing the Nas, so you know what I mean. Had to do it like that. Um,
Yeah. Yeah. I see
and
he obsessed with
DMX.
Nas. Like that's his boy. That's his hometown guy, man.
It's my hometown guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
But yeah, man. What was your favorite part in the movie?
I think for me, one of my most favorite parts of this movie was the part when Nas and AZ were outside of the barbershop. And I thought there was a moment where something happened, and after it happened, I said to myself, "This is so New York. This is so New York."
Yeah.
Because it was like only like I don't know if people don't understand that. I ain't making us look like some magical people or whatever, but it's something about New York that we got this sixth sense about stuff. You know what I'm saying? We have a sixth sense that nobody else has. But it's like we it's crazy. In the part, he was talking to AZ outside the barbershop. And AZ had, he was holding the baby and everything. And so the guy Black, who previously earlier in the movie, DMX gave the smackdown to when he was in the basement counting the money. So I think dude was feeling some kind of way about that. You know what I'm saying? And
He
get him back. You know what I'm saying? So we got AZ sees the dude walking up, and all of a sudden he looks and just like, "Yo, done." He said, "Yo, done." That's it. That's some so hip hop right there. When I say done, that's Queensbridge lingo right
Yeah.
there. But AP said,
Yeah.
like, yo, done. I'm about to blow. You know what I'm saying? And so it was like, yo,
Yeah.
AP knew what was coming. You know what I'm saying? So let me get up out of here.
Right.
And I think it was just a certain
Right.
thing that he saw whatever. Because immediately after that, Black went up. Yo, what's up, man? And he pulled the burner out and threw it up on Nas and tried to smoke him and everything.
Yeah.
But I think
Yes.
that's one of my most favorite parts of the movie because it was just so NY to me. Like 'cause I know a lot of people don't understand like how NY is and like well typically like when I was young and back in my days in that era of the 90s like that it was like that where you had to be
Yeah.
very weary of your surroundings and watch everything
Right.
without watching everything. That's sort of type of thing, whatever. But yeah, that
Right.
was crazy. What's your favorite part?
Yo, my favorite part is when they went down south in Banana Eating Rico. And Jesse, okay, so I guess I represent for the down south people without even trying to right now, right? So I know how it is and when you down south and then New York niggas come back then. When New York niggas came through, we already on them like, yo, what the fuck these niggas doing out here? Like, you know what I'm saying? But see, back then in that era, it
Right.
was. You knew New York niggas came through, them niggas had to work. You see what I'm saying? They brought the work down,
Right.
boom, come sell their shit gigantic compared to our shit and make a killing. But in the meantime, in the
Right.
process, that took away our money because everybody going to the New York niggas. This is all true shit now. So when
Right.
Rico was out there, he had a banana. Them niggas rolled through. That nigga say, "Yeah, I don't like that shit. I'm gonna drop a dime on them fools." And then like, he told me, yeah, they slanging real good too. I was like, yo, when I seen that part, I said, yo, the niggas really be like that, yo. The down south niggas really didn't like when New York niggas came around. Cause niggas like,
Right.
he didn't say he was gonna do nothing. That nigga said, I'm gonna drop a dime on these fools.
Dime
You
on
know
them
what I'm
niggas.
saying? Yo, Rico,
I don't
hey, he
like that.
just, yo, I don't like that shit. Yeah, they slanging real good too. I was like, oh, he about to get him, bro. But look, the second part to go on to that. Remember Method Man, Sharik, he bust in the club. They first Method Man got in there talking about. Now this is so kind of disrespectful to a down south nigga though. A New York nigga come in their club, and this nigga go in there and say, "What's up, y'all? Bout it, fool." Like that killed me, bro. That shit made me so mad, bro. Yo, yo,
Yo,
when I
on
see
top of
Method
that,
Man do that, I was like, what is he doing,
on
yo?
top
That's
of that,
disrespectful, bro. Yo, that, yo, that was so
nigga in
disrespectful, bro.
Nebraska.
Like, yo, how you gonna do that, bro? That's so messed up, bro. Oh my
Somebody
god,
about
yo, that's my favorite. Yo, right there, I already knew when he did that. I said, yo, something about to go down. Them niggas is not gonna let that slide like that, man. You know, that's one of my favorite parts, bro. I ain't even gonna front. I love that part of the movie,
dope,
bro. That
very
movie,
dope.
that movie. Hey,
Um,
you know who was bad in that movie though? Female,
Carol Hicks.
Keisha.
Carol Hicks.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh my lord,
Carol Hicks.
man. Woo.
She
She was
yo,
bad.
gorgeous man, black shorty. If y'all don't know Carol Hicks, look up to Carol Hicks. She's also a singer. If y'all don't know, check her out in a movie called A Bronx Tale. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
When her career really
She was
started and
young.
everything. Very
She
young,
was.
but definitely check her out, man. Also, like I was saying earlier, TLC T-Boz was actually in Belly 2, y'all. She played Nas's
Yes.
wife. Um,
Yes.
this movie was so great. Like how they put these people together, and they had this great chemistry to make this movie. Another portion of this movie I love to see is whenever the FBI came or the DEA came and they busted Tommy's crib, right? And
Yeah.
he went to Nas, he went to Sincere's and said, "Yo, they just raided my crib and they got Keish." And
Yeah.
Nas was like, "Well," he was like, "How you know that?" He was like, "Well, she said she was sick." And he was like, "Yo, she don't even talk like
Oh.
that." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
that
He
shows
already knew.
you how he already knew. That shows you how tight a relationship is to where a man knows his woman, like she don't talk like that, or you know what I'm
Yes.
saying, or she don't move like that and everything. So he knew what time it was just from her saying that. I thought it was crazy to me, very interesting and everything. But
Yes.
yeah, man.
Hey,
As far
hold
as
on. I just see it in the comment. Nene said, yeah, that was disrespectful about y'all New York niggas coming out talking about us. We bout it. Facts. Hey, tell them, sis. Tell them. You New York niggas coming out there telling us, y'all bout it, fool. No, we not, man. Get out of here with that, man. Yo, I had to throw that up, man. That was funny. uh, Yo, that was
That's
classic,
crazy.
yo. Oh, that's a good one.
Crazy.
But yeah, that movie, man, that was a classic. And that, you know what though? When that movie first, remember going to the movies. I was in Maryland. I went to the most hoodish movie theater ever. There was so many people out there, yo. I'm talking about niggas had guns, blunts, and 40s. Like walking in the movie theater. I was like, oh my lord. Like, what is
Crazy.
going on? Like, I swear, man, I'll never
So,
forget that, man. I was like, oh my God. There was so many
so
people there
look,
to see that movie, bro.
we gotta run in a few more parts so before we close this out. Um, one particular part I know everybody loves um the sex scene with DMX and Keisha. You know what I'm saying? It was one of them pieces to where it was like, okay, this is different because
Yes.
it started out to where um DMX mind is on this game. You know what I'm saying? Getting into the game
Yes.
and learning about this cartels and the shipment and everything that's coming in. Which is phenomenal because when I see it now, I think about to the portion of TV that he was watching with Kurt Lauder. If y'all don't know who Kurt Lauder is,
Right.
y'all know nothing about MTV or MTV News back in the day. You know what I'm
He was the
saying?
guy. He was the
Um,
guy. He was the
he was the
guy.
guy, right? And so he was watching that, and so here goes Keish. Keish comes in and talking, and she asks him who's this chick you were talking to about, and
Vita.
X plays it like,
Vita.
yeah, right. And then they go into the scene, and then it was just this blue layered dark scene that they went into.
Yes.
Then the drums and everything, and I think that was just a classic sex scene for that type of movie and everything.
That joint looked real.
But
It looked like they really was like doing it.
it really
Like
like
to
this was
me.
it.
Like when I seen it, I was like, I could not act that. If I was DMX, it's no way I could have did that scene, bro. Like it's impossible. Like for real, for
So
real.
another thing,
But you know what?
another thing I wanted to touch
Speaking
on.
on that,
Go ahead.
speaking on that before you finish, he had a lot of classic scenes in that movie. Remember the club scene where they had like the glow in the dark eyes and all that? You remember all that in
We
there
we
too?
gonna get into that.
So
We
Hype
gonna get into that.
Williams.
We gonna get into
Okay,
that.
all right, all right.
We'll get into that. So before we get into that, I wanted to add the fact that let's talk about this whole white tea movement because it
Yes.
wasn't until that movie came out. After that, this is where you start to see a lot of guys that start to rock the white tees and the jeans.
In the
And
club.
in that era,
In the club.
right, it was with the Tims, or some had the ones back then and everything, but it was basically the Tims and everything from that movie. And which spawned later how you see so many of the younger cats, whatever now,
Yeah.
that were rocking. Well, not now. Well, it was sort of the white tee. It morphed into something else, and it got bigger and it got longer and everything. And I've
Yes.
watched that over the years, and I said, well, they don't know that type of that movement started with Belly. You know what I'm saying? Because of that one
Yes.
classic
Yes.
scene of all of us down in the basement with the white tees. And, you know what I'm saying? And
Yes.
jeans and that, and it made it so cool to do that. And I was like, yo, because after that happened, I was doing it. So you know what I'm saying?
I
It
was
shows
too.
how, you know what I mean? How hip hop incorporates itself into the trends and lifestyles of people. Because once you see something that hip hop does, you want to emulate it or or put into practice or whatever. A lot, some bad, some good. I would advise everybody don't do any of the bad part. But it
No,
it
not at
it
all.
happens.
Not at all.
Not at all. So we can't forget about the opening of this movie because this is one of the greatest openings of the movie because once you see this club scene, like you were saying, and they had the eyes and whatever the eyes were glowing and everything, and then you hear That song.
Back to life, back
I,
to reality.
well,
You
that's
know
not
what,
even back.
Mary?
It's back to
Mary
life.
killed that. She killed that.
Well,
Like Mary, like she killed that.
that,
That was the
that
Mary
version is
version,
not
right?
Mary. Nah,
Okay, all right.
Mary's version was on DJ Clue's mixtape, the
Right,
professional part 3, I
right,
believe.
right.
Um,
So that was the original
that
one on the
song
movie.
that song was actually recorded for the movie by the group Soul to Soul.
Right,
The
okay.
song that you were just saying a minute ago was Back to Life, Back to Reality. They actually, I think, was sort of like some kind of remix to the song or whatever, and they
Yeah.
ended up with however do you want it, back to life, that
But do
version of
you
that
need
song
me?
just for that movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and when you hear it, it's crazy. It's
I'm
like, yo,
about
you
to
know
go
better.
to round. Always going there. Yo, that just set it off though. Like for real. That set that movie off, man.
It was just so much art in that movie, man. Like from that club scene and the way they used the lights to move it to the next part after they did the robbery when they went to
Yes.
Tommy's crib. It was all white and blacked out with the black and white pictures on the wall. I mean, it was just so many dope things, man, that went on into this movie, man. As far as the villain part, we know Louis Rankin, who played Ox. First he was getting
Yes.
money with them, then he ended up, having to be snubbed out. Sort of Scarface style. If anybody's seen Scarface, they would
Yeah.
know that the
That
way
was
that
the
they set
exact
his
same
up
scene.
for him to say same scene. You know what I mean? Only this time, what's crazy about it is, I think we kind of expecting a guy to take Ox out, but it ended
Girl.
up being a woman, a girl who took
Yes.
him out. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Which was crazy.
Yes. R.I.P. to him too, man. Yeah. He passed away.
Yeah, man. You know,
Yeah,
like I said, a top
he did a
dog
good
was
job, bro. He did a good
great
job in that
job,
movie,
great
man.
job.
Every time you turn around, this
Shout out,
nigga watching soccer.
Shotters, another good movie.
Yes. But yeah, man,
Yeah,
that's a
man.
classic movie, y'all. If you haven't seen it,
And
go
what
watch
we
it, cause that's one.
go watch it, and because particularly one of the best scenes is even at the end to where the police are trying to get DMX to commit a homicide for a reason to where a black man has to do it so they can spawn the the outlook of just keeping it to where it has to be a black man who kills another black man. That same old storyline,
Yeah.
who kills I guess one of the ministers from the NOI. And here we have this classic moment where DMX or Tommy has this gun pointed to the back of the head at the minister, and we're thinking, is he going to do it? Is he going to do it?
Bad.
And what's crazy is the fact that the minister actually, without even turning his back to see if anybody was there, he knew
He
somebody
already
was
knew.
there.
Yes.
And it was like, it's crazy. And he started speaking to him, and just breaking down all the things that were going on in our community as black people, from the drugs to young girls having babies, young boys not taking care of their children, guns, and all these type of things. And it left Tommy with a thought. He left him like, sort of, where do we begin to change that? When do we change that narrative? You know,
Right.
you can blow my brains out right now. You know what I'm saying? But when do we begin to change that narrative? It has to start somewhere. And it was crazy because at this point, you see Tommy start to break from the life that he's lived, from the streets to doing drugs, selling drugs, you know what I'm saying, I guess back and forth in and out of jail, it broke him. And he made the choice to choose
Yeah.
life over death of the streets and corrupt ways or whatever. And, you know, this
Yeah.
this is where he made the decision to, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And then you see his beautiful moment when when the minister turns around and grasps him to hug him. And this is a moment where Tommy's life changed.
Yes.
And I love that portion of the movie because it's something that every young person who is doing these things can see that, yo, you too can choose life. You don't have to choose the death in these streets. It's your choice. There's more out there for you. You have ample opportunity to do whatever, and you know, to change your storyline. I think that's the most important thing that Belly was trying to spill out to the youth, particularly us in our day, because that's where we were at, in those streets. You know what I'm saying? And it tried to give us that message to say, we don't got to do that and everything. And you know, I just think that for such a movie from A to Z, it carried a lot of meat in the middle to show the good and bad, and then it left at the end. Now, what are you going to do? Where's the choice? Life or death? And that's in terms that we have to start thinking, because we know that there's no life in the streets. The streets don't have but two directions for you: one, in the grave, or two, in prison. You know.
Yes.
But if you choose life and, you know, just to do well or whatever, there's many directions you could go. But you know, it's wow, it's a great dope movie, man. Dope movie.
Yes. Awesome movie. Y'all go check that out, man. Go get that Belly. Watch it. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. That's a classic.
Absolutely.
Where we at? We might be about to wrap this thing up tonight.
No doubt, man.
I think so. Look, we appreciate everybody who's been on here, man.
We appreciate everyone who's been out to come watch us, you know, when we drop a new episode and everything. We thank you for the comments. We thank you for the likes. We thank you for subscribing. And I can't stress enough, please share it with your friends, your co-workers, you know, just people in general, somebody you think that would like, who loves hip-hop and R&B and wants to relive some of these old hip-hop albums and moments and everything. You know, shout them out and show them, direct them here. Subscribe. You looking for me? Follow me on Instagram. I am Lex Spillz.
All right, looking for your boy. Y'all know what it is. IG Michion217. Before I go, hey, go download that Michion Memorial Day freestyle, or go download that Michion Last Wish, man. It's out everywhere, all platforms. Go support your boy. Also, make sure y'all stay in tune with this Real Spillz podcast, man. We doing it. Oh, we got a big surprise coming from y'all. We got this POW reunion. We about to drop a single real soon called a Mass Transit Massacre. If you don't know what that is, go look it up. It's gonna be big, man. Shout out to everybody. Oh, also shout out to my wife Nicole, man. She said I do this show every week and I never give her a shout out. So shout out to you. And yo, you know, hey, y'all make sure y'all go download them songs, man. Go stream it. Oh, shout out to Evan Golden. Go to Darucci Gaming or Evan Golden YouTube page. We got a 24/7 wrestling match on there. If you like comedy, if you like wrestling, man, we did our first match. We doing real good on the numbers right now. So y'all please go check that out too. Shout out to GDI Productions also.
GDI, absolutely. And shout out to our new co-host, Miss Louise, as well.
Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. Hey, Nala, if you looking at this, Uncle Meat love you, baby.
But yeah, that's us. Yo, we love y'all. We'll see y'all.